Good morning, everyone. Spiritual healer Kimberly here. I have something a little different that I want to share today because I'm just being inspired to do so. Today, this morning, right now, I want you to join me in my shout out to God, the Most High Creator of all of us and all things. Because even though I go through ish, and we all go through ish, but in my particular journey, I've been through an awful lot of ish. I'm 56 years old. I've been sexually abused over 3,000 times as a child. And here I am. I had a little brush with, I thought I had cancer. It ended up, it didn't, thank God, but just the thought of it. And here I am. My first child, as a result of what happened with the cancer, was born premature at 26 weeks, and he lived for only 6 weeks, never leaving the neonatal intensive care unit. And he passed away, died in my arms, suffocated, really, from his own buildup of fluid inside his body. And here I am. I've been through, I don't even know how many relationships that were cyclical and the same thing over and over again because I couldn't get it. And here I am. I've been the black sheep of my family my whole life. Cinderella story at its finest, narcissistic abuse out the yin yang. And here I am. I've had civil rights violations out the wazoo, identity theft, some people stealing my business, stealing my money, and here I am. I've been through a foreclosure and somebody literally stealing my house, which is ridiculous, and here I am. And through the midst of all those things, I also was a mom. A single mom. I got divorced when my youngest was 6 months old. A single mom. Through it all. And I also was a business owner. I've owned a cleaning service, very successful cleaning service locally. I've owned a catering service, a very successful catering services. And mind you, those two services served many, many arms of our community, including our government, including the police departments, the fire departments, the school systems, the public works, Homeland Security, prosecutor's office, PAL, Boys and Girl Scouts, countless other nonprofit, volunteered my time, even sat in a dunk tank. I owned a little restaurant for breakfast, and we delivered breakfast, and I was well known for my pancakes. People loved it. I ran property preservation, construction management across 13 states. I did a good job. And I worked with many, 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 many business owners over the years, both community level businesses and higher level businesses, and helping them get their heads straight to have a thriving business. I've worked and put myself in the position to get things for the American people. And I kept on going. And through it all, I stand here. Do you want to know why? I'm not looking for a pat on my back. No normal person could handle all of that. If me, my person, Kimberly, were to have handled all of that on my own, I would have never made it halfway through the list. I might not have made it through the beginning of the list even. But again, here I am. The Most High Creator has been holding my hand my whole life. He's who helped me understand and grow and learn. I am the way I am today because of the education that he provided me through all of these experiences. Me, myself, I would have been too timid, too afraid of rejection, of abuse even. The way I grew up, you begin to expect that kind of thing and bring it on yourself. But I didn't. I kept going. At every level, I did everything I could to reach an understanding in whatever capacity my mind could, as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult, as an old adult. I did whatever I could to understand and use it to make myself better. Because that's the direction that the Most High Creator was guiding me. I had no choice, really, but to rely on the Most High Creator from go. And he has never failed me. He wanted me here today doing exactly what I'm doing. I asked to be the female version of Wayne Dyer. That was my dream, along with a couple of other things. But I wanted to inspire and help people understand how magnificent they are. Write books, give seminars, speaking engagements. And now things are different than when Wayne Dyer was active. And there's other things that we can do for the same impact. And that's what I asked for. On a financial and business side, I asked to be able to get the funding available to help the small and community level businesses. That's what I asked for. That was a dream of mine, to help our communities stabilize enough to get into the position to help themselves. That was my intention. Doesn't take much. On a family level, me and my kids have a connection like nothing else. And I have an enormous amount of gratitude for that. And that is my dream, to continue that and foster that and grow that within the family. These are all the things that my heart desired. At each step, when I came out of each problem, learned, accepted, and grew. And whatever level I was at, I gave it my everything to be the best I could be. Because I just had the drive and determination, like, even through all of the chaos, and there was a lot. My dad was always right there for me. I didn't go looking for God to solve my problems. God's always been here, solving my problems. And every day I wake up a whole lot more connected than I was yesterday. And it's been that way my whole life. And I could sit and talk about all the horrible things. But that's not what Dad wants for us. He's shown me my whole life. He's the one that gave me the process to heal myself through him, to be able to do that. He wants me here today to share that with you. He's fulfilling my dreams to serve his purpose. And that's how it's always been for me. My deep understanding about the importance I have with him was always known to me. Through it all, and I never lost it. Sometimes as I grow older and more headstrong, I try to take control because, being in control of myself, my emotions, my actions, is what saved me. But Dad's the one that did it with me, for me. Because I would have been too weak. These bodies that we're here with, these minds that we're endowed with, the choices that we have, they're weak in comparison to what Dad does for us, without our even asking, without our even knowing, always, whether we reject him or not. We're quite literally all living his divine plan and receiving his goodness and grace every moment of every day. Because we're utilizing all of the beautiful things that he created. My dad, he's worth it. He's trustworthy. Strong as nails. The most masterful strategist. And he's got a whole legion, I guess, of beautiful souls who have passed before us. Angels, archangels, ancestors, who he allows and employs to come and help us on a regular. The synchronicities that pop up, all guiding us down his path. We've just grown so accustomed to not seeing it like that we see it as something different. But I tell you, it's truth. This has been my life. It is my story. But all glory goes to the Most High Creator. Every last thing that you can imagine or think of has all been for our greatest good. And he never, ever fails to deliver. The only job we have is to trust him, to follow his path. And every time you fall down, stumble, go through a challenge, get up, learn the lesson, drive it hard. Because that wisdom you gain is so needed in this world. And at whatever level you're on, when you get up and you strive hard again, in all of your new wisdom, you are teaching the people who are not yet there. It's literally as easy as that, no matter how challenging it becomes. And that's why there's peace within. Strength, grounding, healing, and love. That's why love has never left me. Because that love is all I ever had. Thankfully, to some degree. I don't feel like I've been abused. I don't feel like I feel ready to go. And I just needed to share that with all of you. Because that's the greatest truth there is. Thanks for listening. I hope you have a